Good evening. This is All India Radio. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is Aditi Lumba with the evening news. The headlines. President-elect Draupadi Murmu to take oath as the 15th President of India on Monday. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day after passing the Antarctic Bill 2022, while Rajya Sabha adjourned after completing the special mentions under which members raised issues of public importance. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today asks white goods industry to become global champions, addresses investor roundtable on PLI for white goods. More than 168,000 candidates recruited for various Group C posts by Indian Railways during the last 5 years, says government. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to launch e-FIR system of Gujarat Police for vehicle and mobile thefts in Gandhinagar tomorrow. Central Board of Secondary Education announces classes 10th and 12th board examination results. Prime Minister congratulates all students who passed examinations. 68th National Film Awards announced. Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan and Tamil actor Surya jointly bagged National Film Award for Best Actor for their roles in Tanaji, The Unsung Warrior and Sura Rai Potru. First Khelo India Fencing Women's League to begin from Monday at Talkatore Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. And in cricket, opening encounter of three-match ODI series between India and West Indies underway at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain. And now the news in detail. The swearing-in ceremony of President-elect Draupadi Murmu will be held at the Central Hall of Parliament on Monday. She will take oath as the 15th President of India. Ms. Murmu is the first tribal who will hold the country's top constitutional post. Draupadi Murmu, the NDA's presidential candidate, was elected the president, defeating opposition nominee Mr. Yashwant Sinha. In view of the swearing-in ceremony, the Department of Personnel and Training has issued an order directing partial closure of certain central government offices. The construction work of the new Parliament building also needs to be kept on hold during the time of the ceremony. As per the order, a total of 30 offices and buildings are required to be vacated by 6 a.m. on Monday for carrying out an anti-sabotage check. This exercise will continue till the ceremony is over. The buildings that would be vacated early include South Block, North Block, Rail Bhavan, Krishi Bhavan, Shastri Bhavan, Sanchar Bhavan, PTI Building, AIR, Sena Bhavan, Vayu Bhavan, Udyog Bhavan and Nirman Bhavan, among others. These buildings would remain closed from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the 25th of July. Ahead of the swearing-in ceremony of the new president, the Parliament will host a farewell to the outgoing President Ramnath Kovind in the Central Hall tomorrow evening. On Sunday, President Kovind will deliver his farewell address to the nation. Union Minister of Tribal Affairs and senior BJP leader Arjun Munda has said that it is a matter of great pride for all that Miss Draupadi Murmu, a woman from tribal community, is going to hold the post of President of India. Addressing media in New Delhi, Mr. Munda said that the entire tribal community is feeling proud today, as with the visionary thinking of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP chief JP Nadda, the country is continuously taking new and historic decisions. Lok Sabha has been adjourned for the day after passing the Antarctic Bill 2022, which aimed at protecting the area under the control of India in Antarctica from illegal exploitation. The bill seeks to extend the application of domestic laws to research stations set up by India in the Antarctic region. As soon as the House reassembled at 2 p.m. following the second adjournment of the day, Minister of Earth Sciences Dr. Jatindra Singh moved the bill for consideration and passing. Explaining the conditions over Antarctic, the minister informed that India has two active research stations, Maitri and Bharti, in the Antarctica, where scientists are involved in research. He said the bill is necessary as per the UN Treaty under the Convention on the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources.
1959 में ये ट्रीटी हुई थी और भारत इसका 1983 में हिस्सा बन गया। इसका मुख्य उद्देश्य था कि अंटार्कटिका की जमीन को किसी भी सैनिक या किसी अन्य कारण से दुरुपयोग में न लाया जाए, टू एंश्योर द डीमिलिटराइजेशन, ताकि वहां पर कोई मिलिट्री एक्टिविटी ना हो। कुल मिलाकर के ये सुनिश्चित करना कि जितने भी देशों के वहां पे संस्थान हैं, जैसे मैत्री और भारती जैसे भारत के हैं, वो अपने आप को शोध तक सीमित रखें। इसलिए ये तय किया गया इसी ट्रीटी के अंतर्गत कि एक विधान लाया जाए, हर देश लाए। एक मान्यता थी कि उसी देश का विधान या कानून उसके अपने क्षेत्र में लागू हो।
The bill proposed to prohibit Indian expedition to Antarctica without a permit or written authorization of another party to the Antarctic Treaty. Inspection by an officer appointed by the government is a must, and penalty for contravention of certain provisions is also included in the proposed legislation. The bill also sought to constitute a fund for the welfare of Antarctic research work and protection of the environment of the icy continent. BJD member Bhartuhari Mehtab and BJP member Jatindra spoke in favour of the bill during the debate. After passing the bill, the Lok Sabha was adjourned till 2 p.m. on Monday. Rajya Sabha was adjourned for the day after completing the special mentions under which the members raised issues of public importance. The House will now meet at 2 p.m. on Monday in view of the swearing-in ceremony of President-elect Draupadi Murmu, which will be held at Central Hall of Parliament. Earlier, Rajya Sabha took up discussion over a private member bill, namely the Right to Health Bill 2021. It aims to provide for health as a fundamental right to all the citizens and to ensure equitable access and maintenance of standard of physical and mental health. RJD member Professor Manoj Jha moved this legislation. Speaking on it, Professor Jha highlighted the importance of the right to health. He said medical poverty is increasing in the country, which shows the failure to provide affordable and accessible health facilities to the common man. Amar Patnaik of BJD said, out-of-pocket expenditure over health is a matter of concern. Participating in the discussion, John Brittas of CPIM demanded for more allocation for the health sector. On the other hand, BJP MP Rakesh Sinha highlighted the works done by Narendra Modi's government to provide affordable healthcare facilities to the people. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today asked white goods household appliances industry to become global champions, saying PLA's scheme is meant to give only the initial push in that direction. He said performance-linked incentive in white goods is a win-win for India. Industry and people. Mr. Goyal was speaking at a high-level DPIIT FICCI Investor Roundtable on PLI for white goods in New Delhi. More than 168,000 candidates have been recruited for various Group C posts by the Indian Railways during the last 5 years. This was stated by the Railways Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw in a written reply in Rajya Sabha today. He said that more than 127,000 candidates were recruited in the financial year 2019-20, while a total of 5,558 candidates were recruited in the last financial year. Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena has recommended an investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation into Delhi Excise Policy 2021-22 of the Delhi government. According to sources, the decision was taken after a report by the Delhi Chief Secretary, which established prima facie violations of Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Act 2021 and Delhi Excise Act 2009. The report also alleges deliberate and gross procedural lapses to provide post-tender undue benefits to liquor licensees. BJP today alleged that Aam Aadmi Party-led Delhi government has flouted all norms to bring the Delhi Excise Policy 2021-22 to benefit the liquor mafia. Addressing a press conference at party headquarters in New Delhi, Party leader and Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi said the liquor policy was adopted illegally in Delhi. She also alleged that without cabinet nod, more than 144 crore rupees was waved off from the liquor cartel.
On 14 July 2022, without a cabinet note, without an approval, 144.26 crore was waived off from the liquor cartel. And this was done without adequate approvals, without proper notice to the Lieutenant Governor and other authorities. As part of processes, approvals need to be taken in a rule-bound manner, which has not been done.
Over 201 crore 30 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Health Ministry said over 37 lakh 6,000 doses were administered yesterday. The COVID recovery rate is currently at 98.46%.
Kerala has reported one more monkeypox case today. A 35-year-old man who returned to Malappuram from the United Arab Emirates earlier this month tested positive for monkeypox, making him the third case of the virus in the country as well as the state. The Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE, today announced Class 12th and Class 10th results. The pass percentage of Class 12 students is 92.71%. In all, 14,35,366 students appeared in Class 12 board examination. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated all the students who passed the examination. He said the grit and dedication of these youngsters is commendable. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi said they prepared for the exam through a time when humanity faced a monumental challenge and achieved this success. He said there are innumerable opportunities that are awaiting the young exam warriors who passed the 12th exam. Mr. Modi urged them to follow their inner calling and pursue subjects they are passionate about. The Prime Minister said some students may not be happy with their results, but they must know that one exam will never define who they are. Mr. Modi said he is certain that they will find more success in the times to come. Talking to AIR News, elated toppers of 10th and 12th classes have given credit to their parents, teachers and to the Prime Minister for his tips that were shared with them through the program Pariksha Pe Charcha.
My name is Muskan Rathi. I'm a student of Army Public School, Noida. I've scored 98.4% in my Class 12 boards examination. I would like to give credit to first and foremost my teachers in my school, my parents, my sister and especially my friends. I would like to also thank the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Pariksha Pe Charcha program, which gave us an insight into the tips and tricks for studying and preparing for boards.
I am Adya Sharma from Army Public School, Noida. I am very excited today as I have scored 99.2% in Class 10 CBSE board exam. This could not have been possible without the unending support of my parents, my brother and guidance from my amazing teachers who were always ready to resolve my queries. In addition, I offer my heartfelt gratitude to our Prime Minister Modi ji for giving invaluable tips during the Pariksha Pe Charcha sessions.
Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has also congratulated the students on announcement of Class 10th and Class 12th results by the CBSE. He said that this is a moment to rejoice for teachers, parents and significant others who played an important role in student success and wished all the students a happy, healthy and a bright future. Toppers of classes 10th and 12th have given credit of their success to efforts put in by their parents and school even during the time of COVID pandemic.
मैं हूँ मयंक यादव फ्रॉम एमिटी इंटरनेशनल स्कूल नोएडा एंड आई एम द सीबीएसई टॉपर फॉर द ईयर 2021-2022। इसके लिए मैं बहुत ही ज्यादा खुश हूँ और कम्प्लीटली पम्प्ड अप हूँ और इसका पूरा श्रेय मैं अपने माता पिता को देना चाहूंगा। अपने स्कूल को बहुत ज्यादा धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा जिन्होंने हमें इस पैंडेमिक के टाइम में भी पूरी तरह से इतना अच्छा सपोर्ट दिया।
मेरा नाम युवाक्षी है। मैं क्लास 12th में पढ़ती थी एमिटी इंटरनेशनल नोएडा से एंड मेरे 500 में से 500 मार्क्स आए हैं। मेरे मार्क्स लाना सिर्फ एक ही वजह से पॉसिबल है, मेरे टीचर्स का सपोर्ट, मेरे पेरेंट्स का सपोर्ट, मेरी बहन का सपोर्ट एंड मेरे फ्रेंड्स हु हैव ऑलवेज बीन देयर। एट द मोमेंट वेरी हैप्पी। मुझे आगे जाके साइकोलॉजी परस्यू करना है।
You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. President-elect Draupadi Murmu to take oath as the 15th President of India on Monday. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day after passing the Antarctic Bill 2022, while Rajya Sabha adjourned after completing the special mentions under which members raised issues of public importance. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today asked white goods industry to become global champions, addresses investor roundtable on PLI for white goods. More than 1,68,000 candidates recruited for various Group C posts by Indian Railways during the last 5 years, says government. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to launch EFIR system of Gujarat Police for vehicle and mobile thefts in Gandhinagar tomorrow. Central Board of Secondary Education announces classes 10th and 12th board examination results. Prime Minister congratulates all students who passed examinations. 68th National Film Awards announced. Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan and Tamil actor Surya jointly bagged National Film Award for Best Actor for their roles in Tanaji, The Unsung Warrior and Surarai Potru. First Khelo India Fencing Women's League to begin from Monday at Talkatoora Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. And in cricket, opening encounter of three-match ODI series between India and West Indies underway at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग। आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता। बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर। 8700014242।
क्या आप वरिष्ठ नागरिक हैं? क्या आपके मन में सेहत, आर्थिक, सामाजिक या भावनात्मक मुद्दों से जुड़ा कोई सवाल है? आकाशवाणी आपके लिए लेकर आया है कार्यक्रम एक कदम और बुजुर्गों के लिए, हर रविवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर। आप अपने सवाल हमें व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर भेज सकते हैं या इस पते पर ईमेल कर सकते हैं एक कदम और airnews@gmail.com। 24 जुलाई को सुनिए कार्यक्रम का पहला अंक। आपके सवाल हमें 22 जुलाई तक मिल जाने चाहिए।
Welcome back to the evening news on All India Radio. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will launch EFIR system of Gujarat Police for vehicle and mobile thefts in Gandhinagar tomorrow. Briefing the media in Gandhinagar today, Minister of State for Home Harsh Sanghvi said the citizens will not be required to go to the police station to lodge a complaint for vehicle and mobile thefts. They can file online FIR. Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan and Tamil actor Surya have jointly bagged the National Film Award for the year 2020 for Best Actor for their roles in Tanaji, The Unsung Warrior and Surarai Potru. Aparna Balamurali won the award for Best Actress for her role in the Tamil film Surarai Potru. The 68th National Film Awards were announced by the Information and Broadcasting Ministry today. The awards in different categories, including non-feature films and feature films, were announced by Chairperson Non-Feature Jury Chitrat Singh, Chairperson Best Writing on Cinema Jury Anant Vijay, and Feature Film Jury Member Dharam Gulati in presence of Additional Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting Neerja Shekhar in New Delhi. The award for Best Hindi Film went to Tulsi Das Jr. and award for Best Feature Film was given to Surarai Potru. Tanaji, The Unsung Warrior, won the award for Best Popular Film providing wholesome entertainment. Testimony of Anna bagged the Best Non-Feature Film Award. Vishal Bharadwaj bagged the Best Music Direction Award for 1232 kilometers. Song Marenge To Wahin Jaakar. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur has congratulated all the award winners of 68th National Film Awards. Talking to media, Mr. Thakur said that despite COVID-19 pandemic, which had posed a big challenge to the film industry, excellent entries came for the 68th National Film Awards.
कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक ने देश और दुनिया के सामने चुनौतियां खड़ी की और फिल्म जगत के लिए तो बहुत बड़ी चुनौती थी। फिल्म की शूटिंग करना या फिर बाद में थिएटर में रिलीज ना होना अपने आप में बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद 68वें फिल्म अवार्ड्स के लिए बहुत अच्छी फिल्में भी आई और जूरी ने बहुत शानदार काम भी किया है। और जिन फिल्मों का चयन और जो विजेता हैं उनको मैं अपनी ओर से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं और बधाई देता हूं, क्योंकि भारत दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा फिल्म निर्माता भी है और लाखों लोगों को रोजगार के अवसर भी देता है, तो 130 करोड़ भारतीयों को दुनिया को मनोरंजन के अवसर भी देता है।
And now let's listen to a special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News, Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Vijay Vishwa Tiranga Pyara, Jhanda Uncha Rahe Hamara.
On the 22nd of July 1947, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted the Indian national flag. In 1921, Pingali Venkaiah presented the flag design to Gandhiji that consisted of two colors, red and green. Arya Samaj leader and educationist Lala Hansraj suggested the addition of the charkha in the center of the flag.
Gandhiji later modified the flag by adding a white stripe in the center, which signifies peace. In May 1923 at Nagpur, during peaceful protests against the British rule, the flag was carried by thousands of people.
The flag came to be associated with nationhood for India, and it was officially recognized at the annual session of Congress in August 1931. In the session, the current arrangement of stripes and the use of saffron color instead of red were also approved. The three horizontal stripes of saffron, white and green stand for, respectively, courage and sacrifice, peace and truth, and fertility and growth.
On July the 22nd, 1947, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted the Indian national flag, but with slight modification. Its stripes remained the same, saffron, white, green, but the spinning wheel was replaced by a blue-colored Dharma Chakra with 24 spokes, and thus evolved our national flag.
We also remember freedom fighter Jatindra Mohan Gupta on his death anniversary. Born on the 22nd of February 1885, Jatindra Mohan hailed from Chittagong, now in Bangladesh. Originally a member of the Anushilan Samiti, he became a barrister at law. In many criminal cases, he defended the nationalist revolutionaries in the court and saved them from the gallows. He pleaded for Surya Sen, Ananta Singh, Ambika Chakraborty in the Pahartali trial and also saved a young revolutionary, Premananda Datta, who had been accused in the case relating to the murder of an inspector.
Jatindra left his lucrative legal practice to take part in the non-cooperation movement in 1921. He organized and led the strikes, directly involved with the Satyagrahi laborers of tea estates in Chandpur. He was arrested in 1921. Jatindra Mohan succeeded Deshbandhu Chittaranjan Das as the president of the Bengal Provincial Congress Committee and also as the mayor of the Calcutta Corporation in 1925. He was re-elected mayor of Calcutta in 1926, 1927, 1928 and 1930. He was elected to the Bengal Legislative Council in 1926 and went to Burma in February 1930, where he also addressed a public meeting. The police arrested him on the 14th of March 1930 on the charge of inciting people against the government and opposing the separation of Burma from India. He was tried and acquitted.
Jatindra Mohan returned to Calcutta and took active part in the civil disobedience movement 1930. Arrested and detained several times, he started a non-official inquiry into the atrocities committed on the people of Chittagong following the raid on the Chittagong Armory in April 1930. He went to London in October 1931 to attend the Round Table Conference and placed his inquiry report before it.
Returning to India by an Italian ship, He was arrested aboard the ship near Mumbai on the 17th of January 1932 and detained in the Yerwada jail, Pune. Transferred to Darjeeling, his health started failing due to ill treatment and solitary confinement. He was interned in Ranchi on the 5th of June 1933, where only his wife was allowed to attend to him. Seriously ill with heart disease, Jatindra Mohan Singh Gupta, lovingly called Deshapriya, died in prison at Ranchi on the 22nd of July 1933. We salute the great martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed happiness after the enthusiastic response towards Har Ghar Tiranga movement.
अब हर घर की छत पर शान से फहरेगा तिरंगा, गुनगुनाए जाएंगे नव विकास के गीत, आन बान शान का प्रतीक राष्ट्रध्वज तिरंगा। आइए आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के पावन अवसर पर इस स्वाधीनता दिवस हर घर फहराते हैं तिरंगा और लेते हैं भव्य और सशक्त भारत के निर्माण का संकल्प।
आइए हर घर फहराएं तिरंगा।
Ukraine and Russia have signed a UN-backed deal to allow the export of millions of tons of grain from blockaded Black Sea ports. The agreement potentially averted the threat of a catastrophic global food crisis.
The first Khelo India Fencing Women's League will start from Monday at the Talkatore Indoor Stadium, New Delhi. The Youth Affairs and Sports Ministry said the first of its kind national fencing competition for women will take place until the 29th of this month. It will be held in over 3 phases. A total of 1,54 lakh has been sanctioned by the Sports Authority of India over the conduct of the league. The prize money for each phase has been earmarked at over 17 lakh rupees. In cricket, India were 152 for 1 in 25 overs against West Indies in the first ODI of 3-match series at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain when report last came in. Earlier, the hosts won the toss and elected to field.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President-elect Draupadi Murmu to take oath as the 15th President of India on Monday. Lok Sabha adjourned for the day after passing the Antarctic Bill 2022, while Rajya Sabha adjourned after completing the special mentions under which members raised issues of public importance. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today asks white goods industry to become global champions, addresses investor roundtable on PLI for white goods. More than 1,68,000 candidates recruited for various Group C posts by Indian Railways during the last 5 years, says government. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to launch e-FIR system of Gujarat Police for vehicle and mobile thefts in Gandhinagar tomorrow. Central Board of Secondary Education announces classes 10th and 12th board examination results. Prime Minister congratulates all students who passed examinations. 68th National Film Awards announced. Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan and Tamil actor Surya jointly bagged National Film Award for Best Actor for their roles in Tanaji, The Unsung Warrior and Surarai Potru. First Khelo India Fencing Women's League to begin from Monday at Talkatore Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. And in cricket, opening encounter of 3-match ODI series between India and West Indies underway at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.
If you have devotion towards duty and your heart is full of passion, then Agnipath scheme is for you only.
Hi, this is Nikhil. It is a matter of pride to wear Indian Navy uniform as Agniveer. With the help of naval training, I will become a skilled professional. Military discipline, physical fitness will give me the confidence to face any challenge. I will get a good financial package at a young age through which I can support my family. By opting to continue in the regular cadre of the Navy after 4 years, I will serve the nation by becoming an integral part of the Indian Navy. I will become an Agniveer, young, dynamic, motivated, fit and skilled.
Indian Navy, an ocean of opportunities. For details, visit joinindiannavy.gov.in.